Race fans, on this great 4th of July weekend, and on behalf of all the wonderful young men and women that serve our country in uniform all across the world, it's a privilege to say, gentlemen, start your engines.
I saw Jeff Gordon's hand out the window down the back stretch. I don't know if he was saying, trouble!
Mark Gordon in the wall! Several cars involved. Porsches in it.
Earnhardt Jr. gets banged up.
I'm not sure somebody was trying to slow down to get pit lane. Casey Mears. Bottom line. Schrader's in the grass. Several cars down pit road.
I think somebody was trying to come to the pits, BP, and he did not tell the guys behind him he was coming, and then jammed it up.
I think that Jeff Gordon was trying to come to the pits. I think he tried to tell him out the window down the back stretch.
Riggs he moved up to avoid the 42 car. He went up the racetrack, and Mark saw him coming, and Mark turned right and ran out of room.
On board with Jeff Burton.
Wow.
Now let's ride with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
This should be good.
And let's listen and see if we hear any contact.
Yeah, got some probably contact on the right front, maybe knocked the toe out.
Inside, coming inside.
Now on board with Jeff Gordon.
There you go. There's the wave he's signaling, but tough to see.
That's the signal that he's coming to pit road.
Right. He keeps looking in the mirror, hoping, okay, those guys know I'm coming in. And this is when it all starts happening behind him. And now watch the 42. The 42 sees 24 slowing down. The 42 slows down. The 10's coming. He sees 42. I better not hit him. I'm going to move up the racetrack. He moves up the racetrack right in front of Mark. Mark goes to the right, starts sliding, gets in the wall, and then
Bush, Riggs,
everybody gets involved.
Michael trip spins, hits the 0-1 of Nemechek, then catches Biffle, the championship leader. Biffle has significant damage, and they're wrecking behind them, too. More said.
He's going to need a set of tires. Yeah. He's got a flat right front already.
Michael, right rear tire was flat when he went down in turn 1. There's nothing he could do about it.
Point later, in trouble.
Alan, how about the Biff?
Greg Biffle just called in and said, we are wrecked big. And Doug Richard, the crew chief, said, all right, guys, let's go to the garage. I want to get this fixed and get back out there. The crew is frantically working to gather their tools. What? Now, change of plans. They just called back, and he's going to come down to the pit box and have a look at it here.
You see, he feels it already. He's going up the racetrack. It didn't feel right when he turned the wheel going down into the corner. So he went up the racetrack, which probably saved a lot of other cars from wrecking into him. Unfortunately, came down the racetrack, but got into Joe Nemechek there in the U.S. Army car.
Biffle hard.
Inside, he's down there. They're all down there with you. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Worry, guys.
Holding on to it.
As we know, that 20 car has the and here comes Junior on the bottom, trying to follow the 48 alongside the 20.
If he's going to beat the 20, he's got to do it right here.
Taking 2 tires. All that's tied into
They're 4 wide. 4 wide as Tony goes by on the outside. Oh, and how in the world did they not wreck? That's unbelievable.
Trouble.
Here we go.
Harvick is around. In the grass. Caution is out.
That's Carl Edwards up against the outside wall.
Yep. They almost make contact again.
Sadler down through the grass.
Oh, more cars spinning down in turn one.
Yeah, Wimmer.
There's Wimmer. Number of guys went down pit road.
Yeah, you're not going anyplace.
Caution is out on lap 147.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's Kyle Busch. He has been everywhere tonight, and now...
I'm stuck, I'm done.
31
Yeah.
came down on Carl Edwards
Carl
with the
Edwards.
99. And that's Kevin Harvick was right in the middle of it.
And there's Busch going through the grass.
And there's a 22 car on the inside of Jeff Gordon. Oh, and Mike Wallace just squeezes by.
Was that Mike Wallace or was that Mayfield?
No, I thought it was Mike. Could have been Mayfield.
This is on board with Dale Jarrett.
Man, that's right down pit road. Good move, DJ.
What happened, and are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was just it was a tough break. You know, it looked like the 31 and the 31 and the 29 were just kind of coming together, and the 99 was going to stick it in there. And the hole closed up too soon before he got in there, and just got everybody turned all sideways and everything. And you know, I really had nowhere to go. I tried missing the 29, and I didn't have enough. I didn't turn it quick enough to get on the pit road, and just had to go through the grass. I tried to hold it straight, but it didn't matter. We were just going through there like Free Willy or something. It was just kind of crazy, but you know, whatever. It was a pretty good lick on the outside fence. I was hoping it wouldn't slide that far, but obviously right here it did, and it just, you know, it wailed the outside fence. And hated for Scott Wimmer too. He was about through it, and then I KO'd him, so that sucks.
White flag for Tony Stewart. Last lap. This would be it no matter what happens.
Just not close enough to get anything done.
No. Jimmy Johnson is trying to get by Dale Jarrett on the outside.
Yeah, that 20 car will get awfully wide from this point on.
Half a lap for Tony Stewart. One on the road course a week ago at Sonoma. Picked up emotion and momentum, pursuing his second Nextel Cup championship. Tony Stewart, a native of Indiana, has always wanted to win in Indianapolis, but tonight he's going to shut out the field, and Tony Stewart takes the checker flag at Daytona. He's going to try and get out of that thing.
He made it.
Tony Stewart has won at Daytona. And he's going to bring an Indianapolis tradition to the Daytona International Speedway. What's he doing? He's going to wave the checkered flag.
Climbed up the flag stand.
See you hanging around the racetrack till 1:45 in the morning. You never know how much excitement you might enjoy. Be careful.
Yeah, we're going to hurt good stuff right now.
We're going to Chicago. Tony wanted out of that race car. It's been a long, hot, humid night here at Daytona, but he is celebrating in Victory Lane at this very famous race place. Come on, get the rest of you out of there. Oh, here it comes. I knew I should have waited a second before I stepped in here. All right. I take it by your actions, sir, you're a little bit happy to win at Daytona.
Yeah, but I'm too damn fat to be climbing fences. So, I had to do it once, so I always wanted to climb a fence, and I always thought they never go all the way to the top, so I wanted to go up over that. That curl's tough at the top. I like rock climbers, so I finally got me a Daytona trophy here.
Yes, you did. Tony, your car tonight, unbelievable. You got behind a couple times. You came storming back to the front. Tell me about the 4-wide pass that got you the lead with a little over 25 to go.
Well, on the restart, we got a real big run on Matt. We had a gap. We couldn't get going in that particular restart, but went into one, and Matt was waving to me to go behind him, and I could have gone by him then, but I wanted to work with him and got to him, pushed him all the way down the backstretch, and got us close to the front. That second run, I could not take it. So this car had been up front all night, and I wasn't about to not let it be up front for the rest of the night. So this thing was awesome. I told him, I said, take this thing back to the shop, put a cover on, and bring it back in February. So hopefully I won't see this car for a couple months yet.
We'll let you negotiate that out with your crew chief. Did you? Who were your biggest threats? It looked like every time someone would come up to challenge, you found a way to hold them off without any teammates or anybody like that behind you.
This thing was awesome. I mean, I remember about 3 or 4 years ago, a guy named Dale Earnhardt Jr. that had a night just like tonight. So, you know, when you have nights like this, you just guard it with everything you got. And I just quit worrying about everybody. I mean, I kept watching them, but if they'd get a gap, I just kept going and not breaking my momentum, and that really helped out tonight.
Congratulations, Tony.
Thanks. Just want to thank all the Home Depot associates and managers, and everybody have a happy 4th of July this weekend.